The site on which the town of Cavella Atrebatum, meaning the woods of the Atrebates, was initially founded in the late 1st century BC as the centre of the kingdom of the Atrebates. After the Roman conquest of Britain in 43 AD, the site was developed under Roman influence into the town of Cavella Atrebatum. In line with Roman building and architectural norms, the town was set out in a grid pattern. Although since the perimeter of the Roman town followed the course of the Atrebates Iron Age fortifications, Cavella Atrebatum, known today as Roman Silchester, is not rectangular like so many other Roman towns, but rather takes its layout from the broadly circular Iron Age town defences. Cavella Atrebatum flourished under Roman rule, being situated on important trade routes both to and from Britain. However, after the Roman withdrawal from Britain in the beginning of the 5th century, Cavella Atrebatum soon declined and was likely partially abandoned, if not completely abandoned, by the end of the 5th century. The precise reason for vacating the town is unknown, but it is reasonable to assume that with the withdrawal of Roman administration and the power vacuum that this created in Britain, the new local leaders concentrated their resources on towns that they judged to be either more profitable and or easier to defend. It is in Britain very unusual for a Roman town to not have remained in continual occupation to the present day. True towns and villages do move, due to changes in land use, geological events, or rivers shifting their courses, for example. Yet at Cavella Atrebatum there is no indication of substantial environmental change that would necessitate the town's abandonment. That there is some evidence of small-scale occupation within the town's walls in the 6th and 7th centuries does not confirm the town as having been occupied, but rather suggests to me that the remains from the 6th and 7th centuries are from a series of tenant farmers, who, similar to the occupation in the 19th and early 20th centuries at Kirby Hall, a Tudor stately home in Northamptonshire, were agricultural workers who lived in the abandoned buildings. And although there is no concrete evidence for such practices on a large scale, these tenant farmers could also have been robbing the dressed stones for sale or construction in the Saxon towns of Winchester, Dorchester, or the new towns of Reading and Basing, the latter both easily within a day's carting distance. The final evidence of occupation at the site, and strange evidence it is that of the deliberate, separate burials of a dog, some rotting beef on the bone, and at the time of being placed into the ground, 250-year-old bits of already broken Roman pottery. The current academic theory of these irregular burials is that they signify a deliberate act of ritually polluting the ground, and so serve as a marker of the Saxons' intention to officially abandon the site. In the town's Roman heyday, however, the town was surrounded by a 2.5 kilometre wall, enclosing a site of around half a square kilometre. Initially constructed from earth and incorporating the earlier Iron Age defences, the Roman perimeter wall was strengthened from about the year 270 AD by replacing the earth with one of stone. The town itself included buildings commonly found in settlements across the Roman world, such as the Forum Basilica, a Romano-British shrine and a later Christian church, public baths and an amphitheatre outside the walls. A mansio close to the south gate evidences the town's position on major trade routes. Mansios were secure buildings that served as rest stops for Roman officials, particularly those involved in tax collection, hence why mansios were secure zones even inside Roman towns. The amphitheatre that can be seen today was built between 55 and 75 AD, so within a few generations of the Roman conquest. Originally, the terraces for seating were made from banked earth. However, the amphitheatre was remodelled in the 3rd century to include 2 entranceways and stone walling of the arena. The amphitheatre was used in the same way as other Roman amphitheatres, with public justice being seen to be done in the form of executions alongside gladiatorial entertainment. The remains of horses found in the arena suggest equestrian entertainment. The Atrebates, as with other contemporary Britons, were known for their use of chariots, especially in combat. And with the population of Cavella Atrebatum being mostly native British, it is then no surprise that they may have enjoyed displays of equestrian prowess.